I'm not staying around y'all because when you die or go to jail, your guy's gonna be trying to get with your girl and they're not sending you $1 in prison. That's a street guarantee in most cities.
We've been homies all of our lives, and now you can't even give me $1.50 for some ramen noodles just so I can eat in prison. I was gone for a week and now you already cracking my girl? YouTube, the problem with LA gangs. Let's get to it.
LA, Nick, you know what? I'm trying to clean up my language a little bit in these videos, but Los Angeles gang members, there is nothing the FBI loves more.
No, I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna excuse
that.
that. Bro, why y'all got the kids throwing up gang signs, bro? Come on. Let's keep the kids out of it, bro. What?
Los Angeles gang members, there is nothing the FBI loves more than a gang with some structure.
Oh, well, we in the middle of a tornado. Who cares?
Why? Because if I'm the FBI, all I gotta do is find one guy at the top and he'll link me to everybody else. You see, the thing about the little YNs in Chicago backdooring each other and being every man for themselves is that it's much harder to prove a racketeering conspiracy against them. The law won't even try to bring any Chicago gang members into court to try to prove that any of them are doing anything in furtherance of anything other than themselves. You can't even leave a gun around the guys when you in Chicago. A dude will smoke a wood with you, eat some wings and fries with you, then steal from you as soon as you go to sleep and send you outside unarmed. Then act like he missed you on social media when somebody catch you. The difference in LA is that there's a such thing as a big homie, a violation, and a DP, or discipline. It's such a...
I'm about to say DP is crazy.
A rigid structure that in some parts of LA, a grown man can tell another grown man what he's doing in embarrassment of the gang, and this guy that's being DP will actually take action to clean up his act. And all this is good and well for the community until y'all start shooting at each other. All this structure and discipline becomes pointless when it works against you in the court.
See, why can't we just be friends? Like, I will never understand that. See, look, I'm a suburban guy. I'm not gonna lie. 2-parent household, food on the table every single night, never went to sleep hungry, went to a good school, a so-so school, live in a good area. I'm not gonna lie. Look, we don't got the gates around our home, but we do got some field, you feel me? I be seeing white people walk their dogs in my neighborhood all the time. I'm not finna lie, we live in life. But at the same time, I did go to school in more of a ghetto area. So I've been around all the gang culture, I've been around all the things. I see it, I know it, whatever. One thing I would never understand, why can't we just be friends? Why can't we just grow and benefit from each other, bro? Why do we have to have competition? Why can't we just have one big system that you feel we all benefit from, bro? I be feeling like the CIA be trying to put us up against each other, bro, so we can keep on killing each other, bro. It's bad.
Any other organization with these type of rules is just the way it should be. There's no problem. But we put structure in the wrong thing. Why doesn't Chicago, a place some people consider the birthplace of gangs and one of the birthplaces of organized crime in the United States, why is there no gang structure in Chicago? Because when there was, the feds did a sweep and easily dismantled the entire thing until there was no structure left to build on.
Exactly what I'm saying. I feel like the CIA, the feds, they only want to interfere when we're building together in this structure. But when it's all chaos and niggas just killing niggas, that's when everybody's happy. The Ronald Reagan plan. That's how I look at it, bro.
I remember riding through Washington Park when the Calumet buildings and the other projects were still up that housed this structure. And it was Bentleys and Maybachs riding through the hood. The big guys was making money and the foot soldiers was being taken advantage of. And this was so the big guys could continue making money. And when the feds came, some of these leaders cooperated and told everything. Ain't nobody finna go from riding in Rolls Royces to serving life just to say they was a real nigga. Some guys will, and these guys didn't get out until they had gray hair. And the feds know this, so all they gotta do is offer somebody a deal. You see, when Big U and all those people got snatched, why did 12 of them get out within a couple weeks? We don't.
Blueface, Tyon Devon Jones, Blueface, Ron Brennan, Ronnie Mack, JJ. I've heard of Ronnie Mack. Blueface, I guess that's where Blueface got his name.
No yet, but I can take a guess. The real question is, why did all those people get their face put on their board under Big U? Gang structure. When Loose Cannon decided to expose the guy he was putting in work for, he made one of the smartest moves you can as an enforcer. You can't tell me that the guy at the top has anywhere near the same loyalty that the guys at the bottom have for him. Loose could have made just as much money on YouTube as Big U did in the streets, so he didn't have to be an enforcer at all. And Big U doesn't have to cooperate on anybody in this case to get them boys barbecued, cause you know, like I know, that them people don't come unless they got you. Why is Loose Cannon talking to Adam 22 on a jail call from the feds, facing federal time for things you already admitted on this man's show after he said he gave them the tape? This who you talking to? Alright.
Wait, Adam 22 gave the feds the tape? And he's still snitching on it? Okay, bro.
Brick baby, you 37 years old. You letting another grown man tell you what you gonna give him from what you stole. Allegedly. It's a lose-lose on both sides, because if you have structure like in LA, you take yourself down in the federal courtroom because all structure is a paper trail. And if there's no structure like in Chicago, your own homie gets you out the way before your ops can. Speaking of paper trail, didn't Banging on Wax start in California? Now I know that groups like NWA was not all real gangsters. We know Eazy-E was, but didn't Ice Cube go to art school or something?
You know something I heard about that group though? I heard most of them were actors, and it was a group made by the CIA to kind of promote black violence and gang culture and glorify it to the black community. So you feel me? We can promote more violence in between the community. And that's why most of them were actually that's why most of them were actually regular people. They were just they were just made to play a persona.
And of course, the West Coast kind of did start the trend back in the day of publicly gangbanging on music and home videos, but this was the beginning of the end for self-snitching. I get that California is huge, and because of this, the law can't keep up with every gang and every set. So a lot of these guys will get away with it. For 50 plus years too. I mean, you will not find any older gang members in America than you will find in any part of California. But that goes back to that structure. Once I turned 25 in Chicago, I either lost most of the guys I was closest to in the gang, or I already got snaked by the rest of the guys.
Oh.
So if I did end up making it that far in life, I'm gone. I'm not staying around y'all, because when you die or go to jail, your guy's gonna be trying to get with your girl, and they're not sending you $1 in prison. That's a street guarantee in most cities. But this is why there's still such a thing.
We've been homies all of our lives, and now you can't even give me $1.50 for some ramen noodles just so I can eat in prison. I was gone for a week, and now you already cracking my girl? What are we talking about, bro? It's no loyalty, bro. That's why I like that whole gang street life. That's not the wave, bro. I know jobs are horrible and nobody likes to do it, but it's better than that fast money.
As an OG in LA, it don't take a rocket scientist to know that there's no chance any other little guys running around with switches would ever listen to a Big U or any older guy. Honestly, where I'm from, a brick baby is considered an old goofy if he ain't putting money and weapons in the hood, and he still might get took down for everything he got because there's no respect for real. Lil Durk allegedly putting money on people in Chicago. Listen, I don't know if y'all know, but allegedly they got recorded jail calls of guys snitching on Durk because he ain't sending money fast enough.
Wow.
Nobody Durk's age is running the streets putting in no work in Chicago. It's the teenagers only. And with teenagers, there's no conscience and no loyalty. Once that
it's crazy teenagers are like the main ones like doing all of the violence and crime, bro. Like, is that not insane, bro? You have some kids growing up in a good school system. Only responsibilities have to worry about is getting their grades done in time, going to practice every single day after school, and about which girl they want to, and about which college they want to decide to go to. But then you have other kids who are literally struggling to put food on the table, got to trap, got to scam, got to shoot people, all of that just to provide for their family or help provide for their family, all at the age of 16. That's crazy. It's very sad.
Cash App didn't come through. Durk was just another old goofy, and now he's gonna have to probably pay the price for thinking otherwise. And just that little illusion of structure alone was enough to build a Fed case on him. So when you got guys still having gang meetings and extortion calls, sure, the police and the feds will let this go, but once you take it to its full potential, like Big U did, playing with millions of dollars, now the feds just can't let you slide, because they know what it could turn into. But of course, most guys stay too involved in petty squabbles to become a real enterprise. Remember, the FBI created the RICO Act just so they could stop the mafia. And this probably wouldn't have happened if the mob wasn't getting money. But you know, John Gotti had all the money and the houses and luxury cars, all untaxed. And you know Uncle Sam is always gonna get his cut. And these people are not willing to share that money under any circumstances. You in his country, so you gotta pay. When the projects were still up in Chicago, the police would come by and interrupt the money operation until they got their cut. Once they did, they drive off and leave you to it. But once the feds stepped in, the little crooked cops had no more power. Cause again, a lot of money was floating around untaxed. And
it's so crazy like cops were crooked back in the 80s. But they're still crooked now, bro. I'm not finna lie. I don't think they're that crooked, but hey, still some unfair things happening.
Sam holds a grudge when it comes to that money. And unfortunately, most guys in the streets will live their whole life part of a program, as they say in LA, that could be $1 billion operation if they had the right mindset. But most of them will still end up dead or in jail without ever touching $1 million. And there's a few that got some real money and managed to serve less than 20 years in federal prison, which is the best you can hope for. But when that's the best you can hope for, is any of this even worth it?
Yeah, you
And to
fried.
all my California dudes, all over California, stop going on no jumper. All right, it's not 2016. There once was a time where Adam and all his little weirdos could have gave you some clout, and his podcast actually used to mean something in the rap community. But now it's just what the feds watch on their lunch breaks. I don't care how many views you get in, man. You could get this out the
Getting
mud
paid by federal agents, just like Vlad TV. All of it is a sham, bro. I don't know why y'all trusted a white suburban man, bro.
yourself. You don't
Who
need
literally gave his wife, who literally let his wife get slutted out for money and fame.
no other podcast. You don't need no other platform. You can become your own platform. And shout out to all my new viewers, man. Y'all are the reason that everybody else should know that anything is possible. And I'm still not the type to tell somebody don't.
That's crazy. It's a different perspective to look into the street culture. I think a big problem with the gangs, even though I'm a suburban guy, so you feel me, I don't really know. I'm just yapping. Is that the whole principle of gangs and like territories and all of that are founded on? Is that gangs are really founded on corruption, lying, and dishonesty and evil doings. You can't trust nobody when everybody's doing. You can't trust nobody. You can't trust that anybody has morals when everybody's corrupting their moral. You can't trust that. You can't trust that people have moral. You can't trust that people have. You can't trust that the people you're working with have morals when everybody's corrupting and going against their own morals to make money. If they're going against their own morals to make money, what makes you think they won't go against their morals to get? What makes you think they won't go against their morals to? What makes you think they won't go against their morals to get up? What makes you think they will go? What makes you think that they will go against their morals to get? Last time. What makes you think that they won't go against them to get the upper hand on you? It's an evil world we live in, and that's a very evil profession to be a part of. I'm not gonna lie, like at the same time, bro, if you want to make your money, you want to make fast money, you do that. You already know what you're signing up for, so you really shouldn't be surprised with the results. But I just would never do it for that sole purpose. And I recommend y'all to go find other ways to make money. I mean, look at me right now. I'm making money talking to y'all through a screen, through YouTube. It's not that hard. Just pick up a camera, get off the streets and get it. Get off the streets and get it. Get off the streets and get on stream, bro. Like, just vibe out. Find some legal ways to make money, bro. That's all you got to do. I'm not gonna lie. Besides that, follow my Twitch for live reacts. Go stalk my Instagram and sub to this channel. Like the video, comment down. Sky Crew forever. Love y'all. We out. Stay blessed.